Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another shoutcast for you today, and I believe this was actually from last season, but nonetheless, I updated the layout. Let me know what you guys think about it. I think it looks pretty good. We're going to continue to update it, but this is going to be the Premier Cup, and we do have Machamp with Counter, Cross Chop, and Rock Slide, Metagross with Billet Punch, Medium Mash, and Earthquake, and we have Garchomp with Mud Shot, Outrage, and Fire Blast. So pretty common Pokemon. Outside of that Fire Blast on that Garchomp, we see it occasionally. So let's go ahead and see if it can do anything in these games. So this Metagross is going to opt to Shield. Going to be that Flamethrower, nice shield, not wanting to be hit by that, but losing Switch as well as going down a shield, which is really unfortunate. In comes Metagross. Okay, so the Earthquake maybe? No, going for the bait, going for the Medium Mash, hoping to pick up a shield and save a little bit of energy. Able to get that shield, so nice shield bait. So this Metagross is going for the Earthquake now. Able to get to it. It looks like the opposing Metagross is farming up energy. So this Earthquake coming out, going to not connect, so taking both shields. Really well played. So the opposing Metagross will go for the charge attack. This could be the Earthquake. It is going to be a Medium Mash, so it's going to be a bait. That's a huge no shield. Oh, okay, another Medium Mash coming out, but that's okay. Let the Metagross go down at this point. Able to take both shields, and out comes Garchomp. So Garchomp charging up. It doesn't have Outrage. The trainer said it had Outrage. Excuse that misinformation on the screen. The trainer said it had Outrage. That's my bad, guys. I'm sorry about that. But it looks like it has Sand Tomb instead of Outrage. Okay, so very interesting to see. So the opposing Garchomp is going for Sand Tomb. This Garchomp going for the Sand Tomb as well, hoping to apply as much pressure as possible, lowering its stats. Fire Blast is resisted, so let's see. Okay, the opposing Garchomp is going for the charge attack. This Garchomp going to go ahead and shield, going to be that Outrage. Now this Garchomp going to go ahead and go for the Fire Blast, a nuke move. Not going to be able to knock it out, but it did get the debuff because of Sand Tomb. Trying to farm down, not quite able to farm down with the Garchomp. So the Outrage coming out, going to knock it out. But very interesting to go with Sand Tomb and Fire Blast. I thought it would be, since it was in the back, the nuke moves. Maybe he changes the moves because he wrote Outrage and Fire Blast. So that's why I don't know. Let's see. Maybe he changes the moveset up. We'll see. But either way, it's going to be a Machamp mirror match. So let's see how this plays out. What does the opposing Machamp have? It looks like it's going for the Cross Chop. So going for the Cross Chop, okay. And this Machamp charging up enough for 2, but the opponent pulls a really nice switch. What did he switch into? Was it a Dragonite or Gyarados? It was a Dragonite. I thought it was. So nice switch on the opponent's end, but this Machamp still gets to a Rock Slide. So this Rock Slide is going to connect, and then he's going to switch out into Metagross. So this Metagross is definitely going to farm down and able to take this, most likely Dragon Claw. Yep, Dragon Claw able to take that. And then the Metagross farms it down. In comes Machamp. Okay, so a Medium Mash going into that Machamp. Will the Machamp shield? Maybe, maybe not. Looks like it will shield. That would have been enough to knock out the Machamp. Metagross going to be hit with a Cross Chop for sure. Going to shield this one up because it does want to threaten the last shield by getting to a Medium Mash. No, another Cross Chop coming out. If you shield, you might be able to farm down. Not going to shield, going to rely on the Garchomp. No, almost got to it. That's unfortunate. Machamp goes down. In comes that Garchomp, and Garchomp still running that Sand Tomb and not Outrage. I don't know if he switches it in this video. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Going for the Sand Tomb, okay. Interesting not going for the Fire Blast because, yeah, the opponent was unlikely to shield that, honestly. So just going straight Sand Tombs, going for another Sand Tomb, just trying to knock out the Garchomp. I guess that makes sense because Sand Tomb is super effective. So now this Garchomp can shield up and farm down. So I guess that makes sense. So going to go ahead and shield up that Medium Mash and farm down the Metagross just fine. And now, yeah, able to take that game. So really well played. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the Fire Blast against the Metagross. That would have been a pretty epic because it would have landed, but that's okay. That's okay. So let's see how the next game goes. So it's the Machamp versus Snorlax. Definitely a favorable matchup because of the fighting type moves. In comes Metagross. So Metagross going to be hit with this charge attack. Going to be a Cross Chop. It probably won't shield. not going to shield, going to switch out into his own Metagross. The opposing Metagross does have a little bit of an energy advantage. You do have to watch out for that. So going to go ahead and shield. Going to be that Earthquake. Nice shield. Not wanting to risk it. I totally understand that. This Metagross will be going to go ahead and go for the Meteor Mash. The opposing one will not shield, and then a Bullet Punch will be able to feint it down. So losing the shield but winning switch and having a lot of health on the Metagross, so I think that's very important. In comes Snorlax. Okay, so Snorlax doesn't really appreciate these Meteor Mashes, right? It could take one, but it doesn't really want to. So you might shield that. No, not going to shield. Okay, makes sense as well. So let's see. This Snorlax is going to go ahead and go for the charge attack. Is it going to be? It's going to be that superpower, doing a lot of damage to Metagross. I almost said Meteor Mash. And then in comes the Machamp. Machamp going to be hit with, I mean, if it's a Body Slam or a superpower, you could take it. Going to be a superpower. And now in comes Magnezone. That is beautiful for Garchomp and Machamp. Huge situation. Just going to allow the Machamp to get hit with this attack. Even if it went down, it wouldn't really matter. You do have the Garchomp in the back. Both moves going to be super effective because it looks like he's not packing that Outrage. So in comes that Garchomp. And Magnezone is going to go ahead and bail on that one. Or that trainer is, I should say. So able to win that game. So great game, great game. So let's see how the next game goes. But yeah, great games overall so far. So it's going to be a Machamp versus Togekiss. So this is definitely a losing matchup. Okay, it looks like he's staying in. Maybe to throw the Rock Slide. Okay, charging up a lot of energy and throwing that Rock Slide. Are you going to bail or just let Machamp go down? Let's see. The shield not going to shield on the Togekiss side because the Togekiss can survive that. And now in comes Metagross. Yeah, I mean, I guess you couldn't switch out, right? Because if you switched into the Metagross, the Togekiss would have switched out and you would have had two things that lose to Togekiss. So you had to basically take it. I mean, there was no choice about it. It's unfortunate, but it happens. So this Metagross going straight Earthquake, not even going to bail. Meteor Mash is double resisted. Oh, going to land it. Holy cow, I cannot believe he landed it. The opponent's just going to leave after that horrible matchup in the beginning. Wow, I can't believe the opponent did not shield that. But okay. So let's move on to the next game. That was a good one. That was a good win. So, yeah, it's going to be that Machamp versus Dragonite. Okay, so another bad matchup, but can the Machamp land this Rock Slide? Okay, a Dragon Claw coming out. Machamp is going to take it, so the Machamp will probably throw the Rock Slide and bail, or maybe he'll throw the Rock Slide and allow himself to go down. So going to go ahead and use that Rock Slide. Let's see if he decides to switch after this. The Dragonite will shield that. Going to just allow himself to go down. Okay, not wanting to give up that switch advantage. So in comes Metagross. Switching into Magnezone, in comes Garchomp. Very interesting switch coming in from that opponent. Giving up switch advantage, so Garchomp does land on that Magnezone. So this Garchomp is going to go ahead and charge up enough for two Sandtombs, going for one of them. This Magnezone is definitely not going to shield. There's really no reason to shield because you can't really do anything to Garchomp. Unless if you have Flash Cannon, but even then it doesn't KO. So Mirror Shot coming out, not doing much. The most you could hope for is lowering the attack of the Garchomp, but okay, let's see what comes in. Dragonite maybe, but I mean this Garchomp is building up energy. It doesn't have Outrage, but he doesn't know that. So the opponent doesn't know that. So going straight Fire Blast, I probably would have went Sand Tomb. Okay, going to get the shield, that's why I would have went Sand Tomb. The Dragonite was afraid of the Outrage. So now the Dragonite knows that there's no Outrage from that Garchomp, so Garchomp can't really do anything. So maybe after this battle is why he switches it, if he switches it to Outrage. I don't know if he does or not. I guess we'll find out. So the Metagross is going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake right now. Okay, looks like the opponent is just going to leave that one, so able to pick up that game. So great game. That is a 4-1. Very beautiful set. Able to win that. What Pokemon does he get? Who knows? So jumping into the next set. I believe, yeah, there's two sets in this video, so let's see how this one goes. Okay, so going to be that Machamp versus, okay, that is a Galarian Darmanitan. Yeah, okay, so going to switch out into Metagross. Galarian Darmanitan. I think I faced one once when it was released, but I don't remember how it went. I don't know the moveset. I would have liked to learn it. Okay, so Garchomp still keeping that Sand Tomb, going for the Sand Tomb right now. I guess I'm wrong, guys. I guess it doesn't have Outrage. Maybe the opponent never put it on. That's my mistake. I do apologize for that. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but that's okay. Anyway, this Meteor Mash will connect, but it's not going to be enough to knock out the Garchomp, and Garchomp is going to barely be able to farm down. Look how close that is. That's why Metagross is so good in the Premier Cup. I mean, even against something that counters it, like Metagross. I mean, Metagross counts as Garchomp. Oh, no, Garchomp counts as Metagross, but Metagross is still able to put on the damage. But in comes Waterfall Gyarados, so going to go ahead and go for the Rock Slide. So this Rock Slide is not going to connect, switching out into Metagross. So yeah, not really great options. Okay, so Crunch is going to do a lot. This Metagross is going to go ahead and shield it. It's going to be a bait. It's going to be an Aqua Tail. Wow. This is going to be a tough one to come back from. Okay, going to go ahead and go for the Meteor Mash. Let's see if the Gyarados decides to shield it. It does not. A Charge Attack coming through. Will the Metagross shield? Yes, it will. Going to be another bait, unless if there's no Crunch on this Gyarados, unless if it's like Outrage. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is. But a Meteor Mash is coming out from the Metagross. Going to knock out the Gyarados. In comes that Darmanitan. I'm surprised the Gyarados didn't switch, because this Machamp is going to be able to counter down this Darmanitan within like 1 or 2 counters really fast. Unless if it has another Charge Attack, it does not. Able to win that one. Wow, the opponent didn't use a shield. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, well, we'll see how the next game goes. So it's going to be the Machamp versus Togekiss. So another really bad matchup. Another Togekiss matchup. Looks like going to play the same way. Going to go ahead and stay in. Going for that Rock Slide. I guess you basically have to do that with this team. You cannot switch out. Not going to undercharge it. Okay, wanting to farm up with Metagross. That's why he decided to undercharge it. So I'm totally down with that play. So, okay, a Charge Attack coming out, probably the Flamethrower. The Metagross will shield up this Flamethrower, not wanting to take it, and going to be able to farm up the Togekiss. So, in comes Rhyperior. Oh, okay, getting to 2 Meteor Mashes. This is probably going to take 2 of the shields from the opponent's side. Let's see. Going to take 1. Is it going to take another one? Oh, is that Mud Slap or a Smackdown? I didn't even notice. I wasn't even paying attention. I guess it's, okay, it's Mud Slap. Okay, so in comes Garchomp. So I love that play. Able to take both shields with 2 Meteor Mashes and then switching into this Garchomp. Able to resist that Rock Wrecker. So this Garchomp is charging up enough for 2 Sand Tombs, and it is going for Sand Tomb number 1. So this Sand Tomb will connect, and then you go for the second one, not wanting to take any more damage. May have been too risky to try and farm down. The Mud Slaps still add up. So in comes Magnezone. Oh my gosh, Magnezone. Okay, going to be able to get to the Sand Tombs. This is a Mirror Shot. Do you shield it? Yeah, you do shield it because you are low. So going to go ahead and shield that Mirror Shot. Charging up enough for 2 Sand Tombs. Going for number 1. Oh no, going for the Fire Blast. What am I talking about? Yeah, going straight Fire Blast. Why not? Able to knock out that Magnezone. Let's go Fire Blast. That is awesome. Going to be able to knock out that one. That was a great game. I really enjoyed that one, guys. I honestly enjoyed that game. Okay, so going with the Machamp versus the Dragonite. So, okay, another bad matchup. What do you do here? Just the same as he's been doing, I guess. Okay, going to take this Dragon Claw and go for the Rock Slide. Dragon Claw will get it low. No reason to shield. Gonna go ahead and go for the Rock Slide right now. So this Rock Slide is going to be shielded. Okay, so getting the shield from the Dragonite. Dragonite could have lived that, but I guess it didn't want to take it. It wanted to stay healthy. But in comes the Metagross, and Dragonite is not really doing much damage. I mean, the damage is adding up, but Metagross is able to resist them. Hurricane going to shield that one up. Nice shield from the Metagross. Now charging up enough for almost 2 Meteor Mashes and going for number 1. So this Meteor Mash will knock out the Dragonite. Okay, nice play. What is going to come in? It is going to be Magnezone. Okay, so going straight Earthquake will probably get the last shield. Who knows? I mean, they might not shield. They might call the bait. It's not a bait. They are going to shield. Okay, switching in the Garchomp. What is in the back? Okay, not switching out. It looks like the Magnezone is staying in. Is this a Flash Cannon? It is a Flash Cannon. That's why they're staying in. So doing a lot of damage. In comes Metagross. Oh, okay, so going straight Fire Blast. Let's go. Fire Blast going to absolutely wreck this Metagross. Is it enough? Yes, it's enough. What am I questioning it for? Going for another one? Oh my gosh, he's going for another one. 2 Fire Blasts are going to land in the same game. Holy cow, guys, I can't even believe it. 2 Fire Blasts are going to land. Oh, I feel like, how do you remove a ground or a dragon attack? I mean, he removed the dragon attack, so it's not like a dragon user, basically. But, like, how do you remove the dragon attack or the ground attack? I feel like I want both on the Garchomp. But that Fire Blast absolutely destroyed Magnezone and Metagross. Holy cow. Okay, Machamp versus this Machamp. So it is going to be a Machamp mirror match. I guess you just stay in. I mean, there's no reason to switch out. So going to go ahead and charge up enough for a close combat to threaten it. Maybe get a shield, maybe not. Probably not. Maybe. Oh yeah, able to get a shield because the counters are still doing a lot of damage. The opposing Machamp is going to go ahead and throw the attack as well. So this Machamp will shield it up. Good play. So Machamp going to go ahead and go for the Cross Chop right now. So this Cross Chop will land. And Machamp, okay, another Cross Chop coming out. You probably let it go. Yep, going to let it go. The opposing Cross Chop not going to feint it, and then it looks like they both KO each other at the same time. So now in this situation, you definitely want to wait for the switch timer to run out before you throw the Pokemon in. So it looks like they're both throwing in. Are they running the same team? They're both throwing in Metagross. Who's going to bait? Who's going straight Earthquake? Maybe the opponent has a head start in energy? Yeah, it looks like they did. Okay, wow. Okay, so in comes Garchomp, though. Out comes Togekiss. There's no way. Even landing a Fire Blast is not going to KO. You cannot win this match. I don't care how much you try. You cannot win. This Fire Blast is not enough to KO. Going to shield anyway from the Togekiss. And then, yeah, he's going to lose that one. Okay. Great game, though. Great game. Great game. I was like, there's no way. I don't care what magic you pull. I was surprised at some of the games, to be honest with you, but there was no way you're going to pull that one out. So Machamp versus Metagross. So this Machamp going to stay in Metagross, switching into Gyarados, but there's really not a great answer in the back. So this Machamp is going to go ahead and go for the Rock Slide. Just going straight Rock Slide makes sense. The Gyarados will shield it up. Gyarados, this is a Dragon Breath Gyarados, it's not Waterfall. So Gyarados will go for the Charge Attack. Machamp is going to shield it up. Going to be an Aqua Tail, but another Rock Slide coming out. Will the Gyarados decide to shield this? It will get Gyarados pretty low. It won't KO. It will shield. Switching out into Metagross. Very interesting switch. But I guess the Metagross is resisting these Dragon Breath attacks. So going to go ahead and shield that Crunch. And okay, I mean, Medium Mesh is not enough to KO. What is this? Is it going to be the Aqua Tail or the Crunch? It's going to be that Crunch. Going to do a lot of damage. Going to get off that Medium Mesh. You could probably farm down. Going to undercharge it. Yeah, you can farm down after that undercharge. Nice undercharge. In comes Garchomp. Garchomp going to be hit with this Medium Mesh. Going to do a tremendous amount of damage. Yeah, not going to KO, but it does do a lot of damage. And then you have to switch out. Yeah, into Machamp. Machamp is going to take this attack. It's probably an Outrage. Yeah, going to be an Outrage. Okay, you got Garchomp. I mean, I guess you got to go for Garchomp and go for the Sand Tomb. I don't know. Yep, it looks like that's what he's doing. He's going straight Sand Tomb. Okay, so this Sand Tomb, there's no way the Sand Tomb KOs. You gotta KO it before it gets to an Outrage. It does KO, never mind. In comes Gyarados. Gyarados is farmed down. In comes that Metagross. Holy cow. Going to get to another Fire Blast. My mind is officially blown. This Fire Blast. How do you remove Outrage, guys? I don't know. I love it, but I cannot take off Outrage from my Garchomp. I just cannot do it. Or Sand Tomb or Earthquake. I need both of them. Going to go another 4-1, and that's going to be it for this one, guys. See you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.